So this is my Liverpool versus West Ham match preview and Premier League predictions for this weekend. Obviously, this is why I'm doing the Liverpool match preview now, because we're not in any other competition, are we? So I thought I'd do a match preview, do my predictions for this weekend's games and the game in hand, which is next week between Newcastle and Crystal Palace. So yeah, we play host West Ham. The Dr. Graham Potter in charge now at West Ham. And to be fair, obviously started off with June off a TD. He was just a disaster right from the get-go to have as a manager, yes, be real. Graham Potter, he knows how to host his team, doesn't he? He knows how to set up his team in these big games. He did it at Brighton. I think he's undefeated against Liverpool as a manager. Well, I'm pretty sure he's undefeated against Liverpool. I'm pretty sure. But I can't remember when we did beat Graham Potter, to be honest with you. Because it was always like either 2-2 draw, 1-1 or 0-0 when he was at Chelsea as well. Well, yeah, I think both games ended 0-0, didn't they? When he was at Chelsea. But West Ham's record at Anfield, we always seem to give them a good beating, don't we? We did it in the Carabao Cup early in the season when it was 5-1, but that was with Lopetegui in charge. I think West Ham will set up more as a low block, be more difficult to break down in the game this weekend. Still got quality players, haven't they? Still got Tudors, Gerard Bowen. Gerard Bowen would be a perfect Mozart replacement, in my opinion, because I think he's underrated, Bowen. I think he's underrated for me. You got Paqueta as well. I know Paqueta has been in trouble in terms of betting and all that, but he's a good all round midfielder as well. Summerville, he's done me a threat for West Ham because he scored for Leeds when Leeds played us at Anfield, so he'll be a threat as well. So they've got threats West Ham, haven't they? There'll be a threat from set pieces as well. We do know that, and yeah, I don't mind Potter. I think this is Graham Potter's level for me. I don't think Graham Potter's good enough for a big team like Chelsea and all that. I think West Ham probably his level. Let's see what he does in the transfer window in the summer, Graham Potter. Because nothing to play for now. It's all about just seeing every game out now to the end season. Then focus on the summer, try and get number 9 in, try and get striker in. I think that's what West Ham need, especially with Antonio out injured as well. So that's what they do need. They need to probably get maybe another midfielder. Maybe a defensive midfielder. They've only got Sucher. They haven't really got a backup there, do they, West Ham? So they could probably improve on that. We don't know Paqueta's situation either, in terms of the betting standard and all that. Do they need anything else, West Ham? They could improve at right back, potentially. I think Emerson's alright at left back. Probably get another centre back in as well, West Ham. I'm not doing West Ham's transfer business here, or they could improve in the summer. But yeah, I think Graham Potter, I think he's a stable choice. Definitely a stable choice for me. Let's see what he does in the summer, with his own players in as well. So yeah, let's see what happens on that. As for odds, very disappointing defeat away at Fulham 3-2. Obviously, we want to try and seal the title number 20 as soon as possible. I think we need to freshen up, don't we? I think we need to start making changes now. I'll put Conor Bradley and Simitas back in. I'll put them two in at right back and left back. Robertson's played a lot of games. Pierce Simitas at left back. Freshen up them full back areas. Pierre Curtis-Jones in number 10 role. Don't play him at right back. I think Curtis-Jones could do with him in the final third with that creativity. I would put Diaz back in for Jota, because of Diaz coming off the bench since Fulham. He had a bit of an impact, didn't he? And the rest of them just speaks for itself. I think that Alisson should be back in goal. Depends on the concussion again. But I think Slot said last week before the Fulham game, he was not ready for the Fulham game, but he should be ready for the week after, in my opinion. But now, yes, they're on to my predictions for this weekend in the Premier League. I've done for Manchester City 2, Crystal Palace 1. It could be a tight game, that, because Crystal Palace can be a body team for Man City, to be fair. But I still expect Man City to get in the top 4, as much the Manchester derby was probably the worst game of the season, let's be real. Shows how far both teams have fell off, especially City this season as well. I just think Man City just look burnt out. I think that's what it is with Man City. They're just burnt out for me. And it ended up being any good for them in June either, playing in the Club World Cup. So, yeah, I think it may take 2 seasons for Man City to get back, to be honest with you. I think next season's still up for grabs in terms of the Premier League trophy, but I think Man City will head to 2-1. Yes, they're all but down. I think Brighton will win that quite comfortably 3-0. They should anyways. Nottingham Forest, Everton. Forest did use Aston Villa, but I think Forest will get back to winning ways. But I think it'll be a tight game against Everton. I think they'll just edge Everton out 1-0 in that one. Aston Villa to get a comfortable 3-0 win over already read this Southampton. Who's going to be the next Southampton manager? I don't know. I think Danny Wall from Sheffield Wednesday definitely the favourite, but I don't want to pay the release clause, isn't it? Ian Massini's another shout as well. This is someone who's jumped of experience for next season, isn't it? Arsenal versus Brentford. That's a hard one. I think that'll be hard then to call. Arsenal Brentford because for me, depends what Arsenal will do tomorrow against Real Madrid in the first set. If they're in a good position and they're still in the game, still in the tie, they don't have one eye on that second leg against Real Madrid. And Brentford, to be fair to Brentford, they know how to set up their team. That's not. Oh, it's good. Doesn't say. I was hoping that wasn't a pass. So, and Brentford have caused Arsenal through problems in the past, and I think that'll be 1-1 draw. I just think Arsenal will have one eye on that second leg against Real Madrid for me. Chelsea versus Ipswich, and that would help Liverpool in terms of winning the title as soon as possible. Chelsea Ipswich, I think that's another dead game. I think Chelsea would scrape a 1-0 win over Ipswich. Liverpool West Ham. I think it'll be a tight game. I don't think it'll be like it was in Jopatadi. I think we'll win that 2-1 against West Ham. I think West Ham will start, but I think we'll eventually break them down in the second half, and now we'll 2-1 win. Wolves Tottenham, both nothing to play for. I think Wolves will still be safe, and I think Wolves will win 2-0 against Tottenham, and I think Tottenham will focus on the Europa League second leg as well. Newcastle United, same thing again. For Manchester United, they'll have one eye on their second leg tie than Zion. I think Newcastle will win that 2-0. Bournemouth versus Fulham. Hard one to call. I don't go for a draw in that one. I don't go for 1-1 draw. And I think Newcastle will win their game in hand against Crystal Palace 2-0. I do expect Newcastle to get in the top 5 for me, along with Man City and Nottingham Forest for me. I don't think Chelsea will get in the top 5. I don't know how they are in the top 5. I think they are one of the worst teams I've watched this season. Especially second half of the season. First half of the season they were quite good, but second half of the season that fell off as well. So, but yeah, they're my predictions. That's my Liverpool versus West Ham match preview. And yeah, let's hope we respond in the right way from that Fulham defeat and get back to winning ways and get back on track to securing the Premier League title as soon as possible. We just need to do our job. Ideally, I would just love Arsenal just to use the remaining games, and then we can say, you know what? Then we can say, you know what? Arsenal have done it for us, and the technically haven't they? Arsenal have technically won it for us as well. Let's be real, because they're not Man City. Let's be real. So feel free to either force down below and come on the Reds.